Hello, I'm Keith, and this is my dad, Kurtwood. Welcome back to Father and Son, a Star Wars podcast.
Thank you for joining us. May is finally here. This is the
May
month.
1st.
That's right.
We're shooting this.
Yeah, this is the month that Star Wars fans have been waiting for, May 2022. So not only are we getting Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is dropping on Friday, May 27th, we also looking forward to Disney Celebration, right?
Oh, Dad, did we tell the news?
What news? Let's run. All right, let's save it. Okay, let's go through the script. Okay, all right. So we're going to talk about Celebration, right? And we're not going to do it alone. We're going to bring in our friends, Chris Ryan and Dan Miller from Broaxium. Chris Ryons and Dan Miller. So Chris and Dan are the co-founders of Broaxium. It's a YouTube content creator. They have created programs such as Quick Shot, Comics Preview, the Star Bros podcast, and Shooting the Poodoo. So Chris and Dan, welcome to Father and Son, a Star Wars podcast.
What's up?
Hey,
everybody doing?
Thank you very much.
Well,
Yes, we could be off the cuff sometimes, like there's a script that we're supposed to follow. Sometimes we don't follow the script, as you can see.
Nobody ever follows scripts.
And it just throws dad off, So
I hear that. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
So thanks, guys. Thanks for being here with us. So before we even start talking about Celebration, how did you two meet? I don't know your story.
You want me to take it?
It was yeah, but it was what was it? Was it when group. I was that Facebook group.
Yeah.
And then the events at Atomic City, right?
Yeah. So we were both admins in a Facebook group together, and I saw Chris posting. He would post the comic book cover a day before that it would come out, just to hype people up. And I did a podcast before that, and but I wasn't doing anything at that time. And I kept seeing him posting this stuff every week with new comics. And I'm like, man, that was one of the things that I loved most about all of the Disney acquisition. I loved all the new comic books that were coming out. I was so into it. And I was like, I got to get a hold of this guy to see if we could get something going, to do a comic book review podcast or something. And, we met up down at Atomic City and talked a few things over, and the rest is history. It's pretty cool. We were trying to think of a name, and I'm on my way home, and Chris calls me up, and this is right around the Solo hype. It was Solo just came out, and it was all hyped up, and I'm on my way home, and he just answered. I answered the phone, and he's like, Broaxium. And I was like, oh my God, I said, copyright it. Let's go. It was magic from there on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And ever since then, we've just became good friends and just kept moving.
Okay.
So how long ago did you create Broaxium, and why did you want to do video content of all things?
2018 was when we did it. When Dan first came to me about doing the thing, I didn't want to be on camera. I didn't want to do anything. He'll tell you, my father just passed at that point, and I was like, I don't want to. I just couldn't do anything. I just couldn't do anything. But we kept kicking around the idea. Yeah, and then by the summertime, when I sent him that message, I just went Broaxium. He's like, that's it. We just kind of it just flowed from there. Yeah.
And I actually wanted to do audio. I was thinking just doing a podcast, and Chris was like, well, I figured we could do some videos. And I'm like, I don't know how to edit. And he's like, no, I could do that stuff. And, we'd meet up down at the comic book shop. And, if you've seen some of our earlier quick shot videos, I mean, we slowly built up, got more comfortable with each other, and the chemistry really just started coming together. And I'm so happy we went video, because it was definitely something we could show people, some of the pages, little previews here and there of what to expect from new comics. and it was just fun because we
Yeah.
started doing little bits, and it was just a really good time.
Yeah.
I miss those days actually.
Yeah, really. I don't miss the working all day, shooting until 11 o'clock, and then editing until 7 a.m. I don't miss that. But I definitely miss doing it, but I don't miss that part.
Right.
But it was a lot of fun. It was, for us, it was, at that time, I wasn't happy with a lot of the content creator personalities that were out there, and there was only like one message that was being sent. It was sequel hatred. They didn't like Last Jedi, they didn't like the prequels, and it was like that, and it was very negative. And I wanted to come out there, we wanted to come out there and be positive in some way. And when we talk about stuff, it is not like we're forcing ourselves to be positive. We love all this stuff.
Oh yeah.
So like the comics and everything like that, we love all that, and we wanted to put forth our personality, our talents out there, and show a different side to the fandom. And luckily, we were able to meet up with other content creators who were coming up at the same time, and having the same vision. So it's been great to just like y'all, and it's been great to link up with everyone. It's been great being into this community. Yeah.
Hence the term "no drama, no hate, no clickbait." Right.
That's right.
Yeah. Exactly.
We don't try to do any of those titles where it's like, could Rey possibly be a Skywalker? And then like the question mark at the end, and then all of a sudden everyone's clicking, and it's not. It doesn't talk about anything that what the title says. We really wanted to make sure that what you were getting is what we were giving you. So it's tough because you see a lot of that type of that format really gets a lot of clicks and views and stuff, but it's to me it's false. We weren't about that. We were just about spreading what we loved about Star Wars, saving what we love.
That's right.
Dan, did you grow up in the Philly area? Are you from Philly?
Just got that.
I've always lived right outside Philly. I'm probably maybe 10-15 minutes outside the city. Philly's always been a home to me. And I can't tell you how many times I've just been in the city working or whatever, but right outside of the suburbs.
Got it.
Okay, so I can't believe Celebration is this close. It's only a few weeks away. And the last one was 3 years ago, 2018 Chicago.
Yeah.
I know you went. So what are some of your favorite memories and moments of Chicago Celebration?
Oh, deep dish pizza.
What?
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Even when you say deep dish pizza, the heartburn is like, remember me?
I actually drove out by myself.
Yeah.
I drove. Chris did too. It was like I think it was like a 13-hour drive, which was pretty brutal. It wasn't bad going out because I was so excited. Like I was like, I can't wait to get there. So like I was just moving. And then on the way home, I was like all sad because you get all that dopamine flowing. You're meeting all these people and hanging with friends, and it's just such a great time. And then on the way home, you're just like, oh. But we got to meet I think one of the coolest things that happened to us, we were still kind of brand new, and we had a couple of people come up to us, be like, hey, you guys are from Broaxium, right? And we were like, us? Like, of course. Yeah. And it was really cool. It was really cool to know that there were people out there that watched our stuff, that recognized us and came over and said hi.
Yeah.
And we just had a great time. I mean, I was giving out comic books to everybody, and hopefully I might be doing that again this year, but
definitely.
Yeah, but it was just, I think the greatest part about any celebration, this will be my third one, Anaheim. The greatest part is the people, just meeting the fans. And it's not like what you see sometimes on social media, how it could be very rough here and there. But when you're actually face to face with a lot of these people, I mean, it's nothing but kindness. Everyone's so awesome, accepting, and you just get to nerd out in real life. And it's awesome. I mean, favorite moment though, Chris and I were walking the floor, and Ahmad Best just kind of almost ran him over. We were just walking around, and then all of a sudden there he was, and we were both just like, it's Jar Jar, it's Jar Jar. Got to shake his hand. It was so cool. Oh man, I was so happy when we got to see him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was probably one of my favorite moments was seeing Ahmad Best on the floor and just getting to say hi and shake his hand without having to pay, a bunch of money.
I think mine would be Dan and I got separated within the sea of people because I was in lines for exclusive pop figures and Black Series figures because I have an addiction that must be sated. And so I had to get all that stuff. But I tried to get back to the main thing was I wanted to win that panel for us so we could get into the episode 9 panel, be in there with Boyega and Daisy Ridley and Oscar Isaac and everyone and just be there for that final panel. And we didn't, and I was a little upset. But no, I was very upset. But on the main floor, they were showing the entire panel. So I got to stand in there with a sea of like-minded people.
Yeah.
The Star Wars family, like just like-minded people, and watch this the panel, and then to be there with all these people and watch the trailer for Rise of Skywalker for the first time was an experience unlike any other. Like it was better than like seeing it in the theater. Like even when we would go to the theater to go see an episode 1 trailer, like I would go to a regular movie just to see the episode 1 trailer and then leave. But but yeah, it was such a special feeling just being there amongst your people. And knowing that other people who we are tight with now were also in that crowd, it's just, it's an awesome shared experience.
Yeah, it was great. And this was definitely pre-COVID, and you were shoulder to shoulder with people, barely able to move, and just and it was crazy. It was so crazy how jammed we were, packed in there like sardines. It was amazing, and just everybody just cheering, Ray doing that backflip in that trailer. I mean, it was, and then hearing Palpatine's laugh, everybody freaked out. It was awesome. Yeah. It was so cool.
Yeah. I remember it was streaming. I did not go to Celebration. I live about my office is about 5 minutes away from where I live. Right. So I knew that the trailer was happening. I tried to time it as to when I was going to take my lunch break so I could run home and watch it. And I did just that. I remember where, I sat at my laptop and I saw the trailer, and it was pandemonium. I mean, even here, I was yelling when we actually saw the title, The Rise of Skywalker. I just lost it. So I could imagine how it was there in person.
Was I there?
No, you were in school. You were actually in school. Yeah. But I ran home to catch it. I had to catch it. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Was Mom there?
Mom was here. Yes. We watched it together.
That must have been hilarious seeing Dad burst his door like, I'm here to watch the trailer.
That's exactly what happened. I mean,
shouting at the top of the door.
I nearly fell out of my seat, and it was perfect. Like you didn't see the name of the movie until the very end.
Yeah.
Right. And then you saw Star Wars, and then the Rise of Skywalker.
It was like, oh yeah. Yeah. I think I screamed louder from when that one shot of Lando. Like the crowd cheered, but I was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
just finally getting to see him again. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, so how soon did you decide you wanted to go to Celebration Anaheim?
Immediately.
Immediately. I was at home. I was actually home sick that day from work, and the tickets were going to be on sale, and I forget what time it was exactly. It was like maybe like 12 noon or something, or really early in the morning. Couldn't remember when, but they dropped at a specific time, and I was on my computer hitting the refresh button as much as I could just to make sure that I was like, it was ready to go. Ordered those tickets, and then the scary part was they put you in this like virtual queue, so like you had to wait in line while I'm sitting at the couch. I'm waiting in this virtual line. I'm just like, that's what Star Wars Celebration is all about, is waiting in lines. And I was like, just please don't be sold out. And like, I'm on Twitter at the same time, like watching people like, up. Jedi Master VIP pass is already sold out. I'm like, no. And then luckily I was able to purchase that ticket, and I was so excited. I was just like, yes, finally.
You had your tickets ready. Yeah, right. And was it supposed to take place in 2020?
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
right.
We all knew that that it was a possibility that something might happen. And I was like, no. And they canceled, but then they came out saying, hold on to your ticket if you want to hold on to it. We're going to reschedule this. And, as long as you didn't do anything or ask for a refund, they just, rolled your ticket over for this 2022 season. So really exciting.
Okay. And Chris, how did you get your tickets?
Same
way?
It was the same way. I was rapid firing the refresh button, just making sure I got it. I think we did a bit about that on one of the quick shots, because I think we had a quick shot that night or the next day.
Yeah.
And we just talked about that. But yeah, we were on that immediately. It got to a point when we were at 2019 where I was like, well, this is just my life now. It's just my life.
Mm-hmm.
Just being there amongst the fans and doing that whole thing and just waking up every day and everything being about Star Wars. I'm like, I could do this. I can do this. So leaving was rough, but the moment those tickets became available again, we were on it.
Yeah.
On it. We missed the VIPs, which is, still got our 4 days.
And they made the right move to push it back a few years, It was for everything that's been going on. It was the right move to make.
Yeah.
And now I'm happy about this summer. I mean, 25 days, this is, I can't believe it's actually coming back.
Yeah. So let's jump into Anaheim then. So this is actually perfect timing, because this past week Celebration gave us their full panel schedule. Right?
Yeah, and it's a doozy. There's like 200 panels.
Yeah, and I
know.
Yeah, I did a quick count. There is almost 200 panels scheduled for that entire weekend. So
that's all of them.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? And so we'll just go through a few of the panels, right? And just talk about what we're looking forward to and what we think is going to happen. So let's start with Thursday. So the first day of Celebration is Thursday, May 26th. Mm-hmm. And first off, we have Lucasfilm Studio Showcase. And I'll read what it says on the website. It's a live action filmmakers present, a must-see showcase to discuss the many Star Wars adventures coming soon, including Obi-Wan Kenobi, Andor, and The Mandalorian. All right. So what else do you think is going to happen? Because it seems to me there's going to be some surprises taking place during this panel.
So
yeah,
like I would hope that Diego Luna is going to be there, maybe Pedro, and of course Ewan will. But for me, I hope that they give at least just a couple of sentences on what the Lando series is going to be.
Yeah,
like I hope that we get just a little something about that. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, we haven't heard much about it, in fact.
No.
Yeah, all we got was the title.
I mean, I'm hoping that we'll get a piece of the Andor series as well. It maybe is a trip, because like at Chicago we got a trailer, and also people got to see like the first 10-15 minutes of the first episode of The Mandalorian.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure that the Andor series is next in line after Kenobi. So I'm hoping we'll get like some sort of trailer or just like a little bit of that first episode, because I'm so excited for Diego Luna to reprise that role and come back and this whole spy genre of Star Wars to happen. It's really exciting.
Yeah. I'm in agreement with you, because I think Andor, they're filming the second season now, right? The first season is already done. They haven't even released the first season, but they're filming a second. Right.
They know how good it's going to be.
Yeah, the first season is already done, so they have to show a trailer. I'm thinking they have it ready.
Yeah.
As far as films, do you think there'll be any upcoming films that they'll show? I know Taika Waititi was given a Star Wars film. Will we get any information regarding that film?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hopefully.
Taika, he's been a superstar in the Star Wars fandom. I mean,
Mhm.
everyone loves that man. I love him. I mean, just what we do in the shadows, like all of that stuff.
That's
Like
great. Yeah.
he's been such a genius, and he's funny, and he knows how to tie like comedy and action and stuff together so well. And like what he's done with the Thor movies, you know, like
Yes.
this guy is gonna knock a movie out. But we also have that Rogue Squadron movie, remember? And it got like Patty Jenkins,
Right.
and it got put on the shelf. I don't know exactly what, maybe it
Yeah,
got
I'm not sure what's
postponed
going
or what, but yeah, I'm hoping that we get some sort of feature film announcement, you know.
Here's one thing that I hope we get, and that's in some kind of live action or animated something for High Republic. It needs to happen. Like there has to be something in a different medium for High Republic, just to really bridge it with everything else that you know that's going on with Star Wars programming.
Yeah.
I'm of a mind where I don't. If another movie for Star Wars doesn't come out, I'm okay. I prefer the series so
I love
that
the series.
it could you know gives it time to really get into that story and they could really like put a magnifying glass with different things instead of trying to you know cram like you know an epic into you know a 2-hour movie or something. So.
Yeah, that's a good point regarding the High Republic. To me, it seems like there's a small number of Star Wars fans who follow the High Republic, but if they wanted to bring it to the mainstream, I think that's a very good point. They'll need to do some type of animated short story or animated series. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. Like High Republic, the animated series.
Exactly. And then introduce these characters to people who don't know the High Republic characters. Yeah.
I mean, we reviewed a couple of books, like this one and this one. But I mean, like those two are really it.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to anything? Do you think what announcements you think that they would make or you would like them to make? What about what do you got?
A preview for the Mandalorian season 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Right.
Yeah.
That would be nice to see.
That would be cool.
Yeah. That would
I'm with you on that one, Keith, because like that, I can't wait till they tie in Boba Fett and the Mandalorian, how they were doing that with the Boba Fett series. You know, they were bringing a little bit of that Mandalorian back into the Boba Fett, and hopefully we'll get all of that kind of mashed together. It's gonna be great.
Or maybe an announcement for whoever's playing Sabine, if they haven't done that already for the Ahsoka series.
Right. We forgot about the Ahsoka series. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yes, please.
How about
say
that?
Something about
right.
It.
At least bring out, maybe they'll introduce the full cast. Maybe they already casted
Ezra
Miller. Ezra
Bridger.
Oh no, nobody's casting Ezra Miller right now. Nobody's casting Ezra Miller right now.
Ezra Miller.
Miller from?
No, I was thinking of Ezra Miller, the actor. Yes. So Ezra Bridger. Maybe they have a casting announcement to make in regards to Ezra.
If they give us Ezra Bridger back again, I mean that last episode of the Rebels where him and Thrawn disappear, and I mean if Ezra comes back, then Thrawn might be coming back too. And
and they're talking about Lars Mikkelsen playing the role since he did the voice. I'm like, well, he's already an accomplished actor. Yeah, and he already looks Thrawny.
He does look Thrawny.
You might as well just give him the role. You know, like Katie Sackhoff. They might as well.
Yeah. Boy, that'd be exciting.
Okay.
You know, I feel like there should be more about all these other shows that fly on the radar, like Andor and Ahsoka and Lando and the Acolyte, like you mentioned.
Ooh, the Acolyte.
The Acolyte, yeah. That's another one.
Yeah,
right.
That's one that I'm pumped. Is that supposed to be High Republic, Chris? The Acolyte? Is that
tail end?
Yeah.
Tail end of the High Republic.
Okay. Yeah, that's exciting. That's going to be a whole new era. They have a huge sandbox to play in with that. And
absolutely,
I would love to see that. I would love to see some Acolyte stuff. Yeah, because all we've gotten so far is titles. You know, we haven't gotten much, you know,
it's just rolled out titles.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is their chance to really just kind of shotgun blast a bunch of images
real.
and yeah, exactly. Some trailers. I'm excited. I think they're gonna do a lot. We're gonna get a lot out of the celebration. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
So Keith, all right, so let's run through the rest of Thursday. What other panels do we have coming up?
Okay, well, we have Attack of the Chords with David W. Collins, the music of Star Wars Attack of the Clones, Lucasfilm Publishing, stories from a galaxy far, far away, Ian McDermott, an audience with the Emperor, Star Wars collectibles, and the High Republic for Light and Light.
Yeah, how about that? So any of those panels interest you?
All of them?
Dave
Yes.
Collins.
Every last one of them.
Dave Collins is a wonderful guy to go see about Star Wars music. This guy knows how to break down the soundtracks and what they mean to each scene and just certain notes that are being played and certain parts of the music that's happening that how it ties into this. Oh my God. If you can make Dave's panel and if you're a big fan of the music,
yes,
it's worth it. That guy really knows how to just break the music down beautifully, and you'll learn so much about Star Wars just from the soundtracks. It's really good stuff. Definitely pumped for that one.
And his Han Solo impression is eerily spot on.
It's pretty good. Yeah. I think they did that live audiobook thing, and he plays Solo. Yeah. So it's pretty good.
Okay, so we have more panels. This one I'm excited about. The Summer of Lego Star Wars.
Okay.
Yes.
What day? Okay, so now we're moving into
We're on Friday.
Okay,
We're on Friday.
We're moving into Friday. Okay, so what do we have for Friday?
Like I said, Summer of Lego Star Wars. Then we have Lucasfilm Publishing, Behind the Page, Star Wars Attack of the Clones 20th Anniversary Celebration.
Yeah.
Star Wars Merchandise Sneak Peek. Mickey of ILM X Labs Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. Hasbro Star Wars panel, From a Galaxy Far, Far Away to a Disney Park Near You. 35 Years of Star Tours Adventures with D23. Let's Play Star Wars, a Galaxy of Tabletop Games. And Behind the Audiobook, Making an Audio Original Star Wars Adventure.
Yeah.
That's a handful for Friday.
Yeah.
If I could make myself a Marvel character and just be multiple man
for
a day and go to all of these panels, that would be fantastic. Definitely want to do the publishing one because with the books coming out, and whenever the comics panel is, I forget when that is. That may be Saturday, but yeah, all those I want to go to. The
Lego Star Wars sounds great too. What Lego has been doing with Star Wars with the games, also the Freemaker Adventures is highly underrated in my opinion. It's
great.
Yeah,
I watched them all.
It's a big fan.
Watched them all.
Man.
Yeah.
That huge, that crazy lightsaber. Oh my God, I love it.
They're gonna watch that.
So much fun.
That Kyber saber is insane.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that they come out with another series like they did with the Freemaker.
Yeah, I need them in there because they you know what, and I want the Freemakers to be in canon proper
somehow
because they can with everything they weaved in imperfectly with all the lore within Star Wars that they were in. So I would love to see it. And like when I played that Lego Star Wars Skywalker saga game, I was hoping that they throw them in there, in some capacity. They haven't yet, so hopefully there's a DLC coming.
You know what though? That would make sense because in LSW TFA, like a Star Wars: The Force Awakens, they did have a DLC pack for the Freemaker Adventures featuring all the characters first season. I have the game. I have the game.
That's awesome.
It's on my dad's iPad.
I love the droid. What's his name again?
Roger.
Yes.
Is Roger. Okay. Yeah. He's great. Oh, so good.
Them and Dr. Bones are like my favorite.
Yes, and Dr. Bones. Oh, that's why I was thinking at first. I knew it wasn't. It wasn't Mr. Bones. That's
it was Mr. Bones that snaps droid. Snap Wesley.
Yeah, he's pretty cool too.
Yeah,
Snap Wesley. Yeah,
it would be awesome to see the Freemakers live action, like to put them into actual Star Wars.
Absolutely.
That would be absolutely for Lego to take a character that they made to put it into real Star Wars.
That would be fantastic.
They met the rebels.
Yeah. There was the episode with Luke. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, Luke and Leia were there.
Great. Yeah, it was such a great series. Fun to watch. and the games are all. I still have to get the Skywalker Saga game,
Yeah.
but it's the Lego Star Wars games are just really fun. It's just a great time.
Yeah. In fact, they should give it a season 3.
Yes.
And put it on Disney Plus.
Yes.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's coming. Maybe they'll make that announcement.
That's right.
And I remember the last thing I saw from the Freemakers was, I think, and I'm forgetting the oldest sister's name.
40.
Cordy, but she was she was a higher up in the Resistance.
Yes.
Like they went as far as the sequel trilogy era.
It was in Lego
and she
Star
was
Wars
in there.
All Stars.
Yeah. Yep. Now I got to go back and watch all those.
Yep, I know. I was just thinking that too. I'm like, I think I'm gonna watch them
It's
again.
gonna happen.
It's gotta happen. Yeah.
And I think she has a daughter or something.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was her niece. So it is one of her brothers. Is that? Yeah, we don't know where the other two are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still alive.
Oh, they gotta be.
Yeah,
gotta
I bet you they probably still work with Cordy or something.
Mm.
But Roger is still working with the Resistance.
Yep. And still pushing his I think his book.
Yeah. Tales of a Droid or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like 500 chapters.
Yeah, I think it was boring Rose with that one episode, I think. Yeah.
All right. So then we also have Star Wars Attack of the Clones, the 20th anniversary. So do we?
Oh,
Yeah, 20.
That's all
years. How
Dan.
about that?
That's
Do
all
you
Dan.
think? Do you think Hayden Christensen will be there?
Same.
they haven't announced him yet, right?
No.
Okay.
He'll be there.
So I definitely think he will be.
Yeah.
I can't see why he wouldn't. He was at Chicago. It was amazing that everyone loves him. He's become such a huge favorite. And yeah, it would be great with the Attack of the Clones. This is, what'd you say, 20th anniversary?
Yeah.
Man,
2002 was when yeah, man.
I'm getting up there.
I'm so old.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. It is like the pivotal point in Anakin's growth. It's one of the biggest movies and one of the it's like the fulcrum of the Star Wars saga. Like it is that movie that
It's very
Vader that he started to become Vader, that change started happening, and you got to see it all.
But
It's one of the greatest
I have
movies in
another
my opinion.
question Now,
Yeah, but wait.
Mhm.
Okay.
what if Palpatine wasn't able to corrupt Anakin? What if Anakin pressed that emergency button and was like, no, I'm reporting you like Among Us. You're going down.
I would.
Mm.
Boy, there could have been so many. That's it's a big deal right there, because it comes back to Obi-Wan. Like if Obi-Wan always questioned himself as a trainer to Anakin, and if he was good enough, and if he blamed himself that he let Palpatine get a grip on Anakin like he did because he wasn't enough for Anakin. And yeah, whole different story. It would have been a whole different story. And who would have Palpatine gone after? Who would he have made his apprentice if Anakin didn't bite? And yeah, it's just a crazy turn of events. If things would have gone a different way, and who knows how it would have ended up. But yeah, it's definitely cool to think about.
I think it wasn't Obi-Wan. It was the Jedi Order themselves, because a lot of stuff, because in the Clone Wars, Ahsoka, who is Anakin's Padawan, so the Padawan has a Padawan, but
True.
she got put on trial for something she didn't do, and the Jedi Order wasn't even listening. And that, I think that was like one of the most upsetting moments that Anakin had to go through. I think that's sort of what fuels his anger.
It helped.
And they didn't trust him. Mace was a big deal with that. He treated Anakin like he was nothing.
Too free and stuff. He's like,
yeah. He even said, he's like, if this is true, then you will have earned my trust. And he's like, what, you never trusted me before? Like, are you kidding me? That's crazy.
It's weird to think, like people look at me cross-eyed when I said the Jedi had it coming, but
It's true.
Yep.
but it's crazy to think like where they could be if the whole Palpatine thing didn't happen, or if they stopped it early. Because the Jedi, I mean, Palpatine's, his plan worked to absolute fruition because, there were a generation of Jedi that grew up not as, keepers of the peace or these intergalactic monks or anything like that. They grew up as soldiers. Like Ahsoka knew no other time but to be a soldier.
Yep.
That's all she knew. And that's how they were growing up. So it's Palpatine really he really put that work in there.
And they also, the thing with the Jedi and their hubris, there was no way possible that there could be a Sith in the Senate controlling them. There was no way. That's the way they thought, that no one can get the upper hand on them. They knew everything. And that's exactly why Palpatine was able to do what he did, was because they thought they were the ultimate power in the universe.
They gave everybody the benefit of the doubt as far as people sneaking in. That's probably why Barriss Offee went under the radar doing all that crazy stuff and bombing the Jedi Temple and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they give everybody who works for them or works with the benefit of the doubt. And except for when they do something, but they haven't done it. Like when it's their fault.
Pong Krell.
Or just
like
even
Pong Krell as well.
They let him fly all the way out there and get a whole bunch of clone troopers into the crossfires.
Yeah.
Thinking that the clones they're fighting are the Amarans, but they're not. He lied. He got a bunch of clone troopers into a fight, and a lot of them lost their lives. That's serious. The Jedi should have been watching out for that.
Yeah.
The fact that the literal person who rules the Republic was able to get the upper hand of the Jedi, who are supposed to be the peacekeepers, that the fact that he was able to get the upper hand of them and wipe them all out with one swing. That is why the Jedi needs to be on LinkedIn doing background checks.
You are passionate.
That's right. They gotta vet them people.
And Keith, guess what? Dan, huge fan of Pong Krell.
Love Pong Krell.
Huge fan of Pong Krell.
Hey,
he loves Broken Jedi.
But and even with the Cad Bane was able to break into the temple, and no one knew a thing until he was already halfway out the building. They never thought they thought they had no flaws.
Yeah, there's a lot of the hubris on the point of the Jedi. It was absolutely that's what did him in.
Just to tie up the 20th anniversary celebration, what would be a nice icing on the cake? It's a long shot, but it'd be nice if we see Natalie Portman appear. Right, make a surprise appearance.
Well, did they finish shooting?
I think Love and Thunder is done. That's coming out in 2 months. So, and Taika Waititi is going to be there. Well, I don't know if he's going to be there. I'm hoping he'll be there.
He'll probably be there.
It's possible that she could show up as well.
This would be, I know, I know that she did a little video, something at, because this is before Attack of the Clones came out, for Celebration 2. And she did a little video thing. So maybe she'll do that, or she'll come. I think this is her first time at a celebration, I think.
Yeah, I mean, she is on the Disney payroll, so it could be possible that they could get her too. And I mean, how amazing would it be if Natalie Portman was at Celebration and everyone would drop dead from excitement?
Absolutely. They have Hayden and Natalie walk out and they're playing across the stars.
Stop it.
That'd be so dope.
That'd be crazy. Just have them walk up stage and everybody would pass out.
You'd have to get me a stretcher. I'd just be like,
he'd be done.
Just have a big wall of mattresses around that entire place. Because everybody is going to just fall.
Just fall out.
Out.
And I know. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
I was going to say, no, it's great that, it took some time, but those guys are finally getting their roses.
Yeah.
It took some time, because there was a lot of hate in the beginning.
Yeah, the prequel hate.
But the people that grew up with those, or people who have been there since the beginning and just love it all, I'm glad that they're finally getting their just due.
Yeah, I'm definitely a prequel kid. So the prequels were definitely like my Star Wars. It really brought me into, the universe, and the books also has really got me diving heavily into all of it. But yeah, the prequels were like my thing. You know, I've seen the originals, but I was in middle school when the prequels came out, and it was just like the coolest thing ever that it was coming back, and that's when I really got into it. But I know a panel that Chris is going to be excited for on Friday. That's the Hasbro Star Wars panel.
All right, here you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Chris's wallet is going to be burning. It's going to be on fire.
I've got a problem. I've got a problem.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
I got a fever, and my only prescription is more Black Series figures.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's Friday. Okay.
All right.
So
for Saturday.
Let's move it to Saturday, May 28th. So what do we have going on May 28th?
So they have The Mandalorian, Mando Plus, a conversation with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni.
Mhm.
Oh,
Will they show a preview of season 3?
Probably.
I know Giancarlo Esposito and Carl Weathers will be there. Maybe Pedro will show up.
Yeah. We
And
talked about
maybe
that.
they'll talk about when they're going to premiere it. I know it's sometime in November or December, but like an exact day would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have behind the scenes of The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, a cosplay competition, Star Wars Hunter, Tales of the Jedi, which are anthology shorts,
Mhm.
Doug Chang designing The Mandalorian, Marvel Star Wars comics.
That's
with Anthony Daniels.
we'll be there.
uh-huh.
And Del Rey has some new books: Brotherhood, Shadow of the Sith, and The Princess and the Scoundrel.
Mhm.
Nice.
What do we want to talk about for Saturday? What are we interested in?
Marvel. Listen. So Carl Weathers, and Dan will tell you, Carl Weathers is like that's my hero. That's my favorite actor of all time. Like, he looked just like my dad. So like, he was always I was always a big fan of him in the Rocky movies and Predator and all that kind of stuff. So I'm so looking forward to meeting Carl Weathers. Like, it's going to be a dream come true. I've always wanted to meet him. So if he's going to be at this panel, I will be at that panel.
I may have to bring a wheelchair just because Chris might not be able to walk afterwards.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to this Mando panel. Hopefully, we'll get some stuff for season 3. Hopefully, they'll say that, Din was flying Grogu on his way back to train with Luke some more.
Mhm.
'Cause he needs some more training. But yeah, I can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
I actually want to do the cosplay competition as my Banthaverse Boba, with my Hawaiian shorts and my I have like a shirt that is like his armor. It's just his whole armor deal.
Mhm.
And do the thing we
bring
do
the
with
helmet.
Bantha. Yeah, and the helmet and everything. just for fun. I know
Yeah.
I wouldn't win, but it would just be fun just to show people Boba on vacation,
Though, maybe I'll do the cosplay thing. I got
Yeah.
a costume. Oh, I got
Yeah.
a lightsaber.
There you go.
Nice.
There, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. If there's any event or convention whatnot to go to and to completely geek out, it's this one. So if you want to dress up, go ahead and do it.
Oh, people love it.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I am not bringing the Lando cape.
Oh,
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I can't latch on to anything.
Oh,
It'll just be falling off, or like the collars will be like here or something like that. It'll be weird. And the person it was made for is taller than I am, so it'll just be dragging on the floor.
that's
It'll be
right.
so dirty. But I'm bringing the wig and mustache.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
so I'll be
Really all you
doing that.
need. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you could get another cape.
Maybe in a short period of time.
Wait, which Lando are you going as? Cloud City Lando or Rise of Skywalker Lando?
I wish I could go as Rise of Skywalker Lando. I'm working on getting a costume made for that. So that bright yellow shirt and all that stuff look like the Gordon Cartrell shirt from the Cosby Show back in the day. But
Cosby Show. I watched that. I love that show.
But it's gonna be Cloud City Lando
Okay.
for sure.
And now,
Well, actually, I want to talk about two items here that's taking place on Saturday. I don't know much about it. I don't know if you do, but I want to talk about it. So, Star Wars Hunter is described as "Welcome to the greatest show in the galaxy." I don't know anything about it. And then Tales of the Jedi. I think I've heard something about it. It's anthology shorts.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about these two items, Star Wars Hunter?
Well, there's a Dark Horse Comics link with that Tales of the Jedi thing because that used to be a comic series.
Yeah.
When Dark Horse Dark Horse has Star Wars again, but when Dark Horse Comics had it like way back in the day. So if they're doing an anthology of Jedi stories, I'm all about it, like animated or live action or otherwise.
Got it.
The Star Wars Hunters game is a Nintendo Switch only game. I think it's some kind of fighting game, but I'm not sure of all the mechanics on it and what's happening. But
I gotta get a Switch. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dad, can I get a Switch?
Yep.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. All right.
Now for
Let's
the
move into
last
Sunday.
day.
Mhm.
Sunday. So, Star Wars: The Bad Batch Season 2.
Nice.
Then they'll have a look back at Star Wars Visions. Maybe there'll be Season 2. We don't know. It's not confirmed.
Hopefully.
I can neither confirm nor deny that there will be a Season 2.
We don't know. Yeah.
And then they have a Wonderful World of Wookiees. So they're going to have Black Chrysanthemum and Chewbacca come back.
Yeah.
And then the Clone Wars Siege of Mandalore screening, the last 4 episodes of
Oh.
and then the closing ceremony.
And
Behind
the
the
scenes.
scenes creatures of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
the Ewoks and the Rancors.
Yeah. So that's Sunday. What do you think?
Excellent.
What interests you for Sunday?
Once again, all of it. But I'm going to say probably the Bad Batch season. Like if they're going to do a look at season 2, that'd be fantastic, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the Wonderful World of Wookiees sounds great to me. I am a huge Chrysanthemum fan.
Yeah.
Ever since that guy made his appearance in the first Darth Vader comic by Kieran Gillen,
Yes.
I was like, this is awesome. We are getting this, because there was the Wookiees in the prequels. You got to see, different Wookiees from, Revenge of the Sith. And that was always so cool, but you didn't get too much of it. And then, it's always been Chewbacca. It's just been Chewbacca. I love Chewbacca. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like, there's such a crazy, cool culture.
There's a full planet of Wookiees, and we only see one from most
right.
of
There's a whole planet of Wookiees, and we never got much of them. And having having some other Wookiee with a spotlight on him, like Chrysanthemum, was just amazing. And this guy, he's got one heck of a story behind him, he was
the fighting pits and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this guy
fighter.
Yeah. And it would just, I'm just excited that would be a really cool panel to go to learn some Wookiee history, especially them having to, with the Trandoshans and everything. But,
and also the Wookiees were in the pilot episodes of the Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah.
First 2.
Yeah, there was that. And then we also got to see the Wookiees in Solo, and Chewie freeing his family in Solo, which was really cool. So we've gotten very little Wookiee action. So that would be a really cool panel to see.
It's really just been a couple of seconds, though.
Yeah.
It's not like we got a full in-depth look at the Wookiees of Star Wars.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would. More Wookiees is always good for me.
Yeah.
Going forward, I hope they come up with more Wookiee characters.
Yeah.
We've in the High Republic we have
Buryaga,
the Wookiee Jedi. Oh,
Buryaga Agabury.
Yeah, and I love that name. And that the Buryaga is like a empathic Jedi, can like sense and feel emotion and knows how to like connect to the Force through emotions, which I thought was super cool. So I'm excited. For that panel.
All right. Well, that's a handful. That's what we have.
That's about 20 out of the 200 panels.
Right.
So we got like
go through all the
180
panels,
more.
Are there?
There's a panel.
Yeah.
Yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was a surprise. But
we'll be there.
We'll tell them.
Yeah.
So we will be live at Star Wars Celebration this year.
Woo!
Dude, that is so cool. When I heard about that
so
with you
proud of you
guys, I
guys.
was like, I'm gonna be front row. Can't
Yeah.
wait for that. That is
Yeah.
so awesome.
We'll see. if we
Definitely
can
gonna
get
be
you
there to
VIP
support.
tickets.
And we have some other friends that have panels too. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy for all of our friends that grabbed panels, and it's exciting. It's really exciting for you guys. You guys got to be pumped. You guys got to be so pumped for that, huh?
Yeah, it's it still hasn't hit us yet.
Oh, it will.
We're going to be there, but we will be there.
Yeah.
And we'll be ready. So we're really looking forward to that. It's very exciting.
Do you
That's
guys have any possible plans to visit Galaxy's Edge for a day? For a
Well,
little
Do
bit?
we that? Do we?
Let me-
Don't answer this question.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, Kerwin. My bad. My bad.
I cannot confirm nor deny. I don't know. We're looking into it, Dan. So we don't know.
Hey,
We'll
we
see.
are.
I know we're in California, so we'll see. We'll see what.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do.
There is. I don't want to put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
There's a lot to do in a very short time frame. So we'll
Yeah.
see what happens. But yeah, very good. Yeah. So that was my question. I was going to ask you if there are any other panels that you were interested in attending. Anything else?
For me, the Marvel
Yeah.
Star Wars comics panel is key, especially for us since we cover
Yeah.
comics.
Yep.
I'm so looking forward to see what's coming out, where these stories are going. You know, the third and
Return
final
of the
chapter. Yeah. Oh, I so hope. Like right now, the Star Wars comics, everything is enveloped in this Crimson Dawn trilogy. Right now, we're in the second part of the trilogy with Crimson Reign. But right now, Star Wars is in such a what's the word I'm looking for? And like an untapped era, like between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
you know, it's barely ever been touched, really, especially for this new canon.
True.
So I am so pumped for everything that's happening and what they do during Return of the Jedi and post Return of the Jedi for the comics and the novels going forward. Like I can't wait.
Yeah, I loved how they were doing that. You know, they did between A New Hope and Empire, and then they jumped from between Empire and Return of the Jedi. I'm hoping that we get a little bit of that comic book, because like we're getting new stories now on Disney Plus, like 6 years after Return of the Jedi, but to be able to throw some comic book maybe right after Return of the Jedi, to get some of like the mess that was out there, the remnants of the Empire and the power vacuum and all of that cool stuff. Like I would love some more comic books on that era as well, like right after Return.
Like I'd love to see and when we asked Ethan Sachs about this with the Bounty Hunters comic, I went like, is there a way that we could put Carl Weathers' Grief Karga in those books, since he is this disgraced magistrate who's also like one of the heads of the bounty hunting guild. So I would love to see like some stuff with him. The rise of Moff Gideon, I want to see. Like so much, like, you know, with these Imperial remnants, like, oh, there's so many things I want to see.
Giancarlo's portrayal of Moff Gideon,
it's immaculate,
is some of the best evil Empire stuff I mean, him in The Mandalorian was just
amazing,
just perfect. I could not believe how amazing that man was.
Yeah.
I remember at the last celebration, Dan and I only got one picture with a celebrity, and it was Donald Faison.
Yeah.
Hi.
This Hype Faison. Yep. This time around, like as soon as he was announced, I was like, yeah, he's getting all my money. Carl Weathers. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing the autograph, I'm doing the pictures, all that stuff. When Giancarlo Esposito was announced, I'm like, I'm doing that one too. So those two specifically I will be getting.
He was just like,
I have to meet those guys.
Yeah,
but he was just like, you have something I want. My mom just lost her mind.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. He's such a commanding voice.
And that swagger. He's got like he's got his own set of like swagger, like where he's just so calm and like
he knows
nothing
everything.
phases him.
I mean, he can fight people and be like, I think it's time for tea.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to raise his voice.
No.
Nope.
Right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like he was just
Yeah,
like
very
he
calm.
was scary just by how calm he was about everything. We were just like, what's this guy got up his sleeve? He's got something going on and we don't know about yet.
It's like, how does he know so much?
Good.
Mm.
Yeah.
He just knows everything. He knows everything. Like he even said, like, assume I know everything.
Mm.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
You know, he
I
said
need to know that
Grogu,
story.
He said that he's so sleepy when you use the Force. Like I just love his delivery with everything that he did in that series. So good, man. I think I might break the bank to get a picture with him as well.
We'll get in line for that.
Yeah,
for sure.
That'd be awesome.
All right, and let's see. So you guys have gone to Celebration. This will be our first time going. So what advice would you give people who are going for the first time? What should we do? Where should we go? How should we prepare?
Definitely have your panels, like what you want to go see, picked out.
Okay.
Now they have that lottery set up where
Always have a backup.
have a backup. Try to go for try to join the lottery for the ones you really want, and also ones that you have second in line for that.
There's a lot.
It's just that whole new lottery thing. It's different because like when I went to Orlando, it was waiting lines. Like I waited in line in the Last Jedi panel for 20 hours. I was there overnight, sitting in a huge line of concrete floor in Orlando. It was crazy. The lottery process, there's an app on your phone, right? And you get a Celebration app. I'm not sure if it's out yet. I think it'll come out like maybe a few weeks before, like maybe in a couple weeks it might be out. And basically you just have to enter into that lottery, and then you'll get an email or a notification or whatever. I can't exactly remember, but you'll definitely get notified that you are allowed to be in that you have been chosen for that panel. And you just show that to the people when you're walking in, because they'll be checking. It's pretty simple. It's just, boy, if you're really hoping for something, just make sure to lower your expectations because you might not get chosen. You don't want to get too disappointed. So don't be
like me when it came to the episode 9 panel.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even want to go anymore.
Yeah. It was, I mean, it's upsetting. Like, it's not the same where you can wait in line forever and you're guaranteed to make it because you've been waiting for this long. But you definitely have a shot. Everyone's got the same chance as anyone else with the lottery. And that's the one thing, like, just make sure you have a backup. And also when you're there, just make sure you have, if you have one of those battery backups for your phone and any of your electronic devices, have one of those on you, because there's nowhere to plug into.
Nope.
It's almost impossible to find outlets and if there's probably already 8 people there charging their phones.
Yeah.
So have some battery backup power for your cell phone. And if you're doing video and stuff like that for the show and some content or whatever, that's huge. I'm all prepared for that part of it, but yeah, just make sure you got, what you want to do, and try to just do your best to sign up for the lotteries. And other than that, say hi to people, man. It's awesome meeting so many awesome people. That's my favorite part about it, is just the people.
Wear comfortable shoes.
Comfortable shoes.
Yes.
Comfortable shoes. Got it.
Yeah. That's very good advice.
A lot of walking.
Okay. Well, great. Now, there are some people who, unfortunately are not going or can't go. I do know that they do stream some of their panels.
Yeah.
And I guess the best advice for anyone who's not going and wants to know what's going on is to go to starwars.com.
Yeah.
They'll update the website. But for now, there are 4 panels that will be streaming. That's the Lucasfilm Studio Showcase. And then we have the Attack of the Clones 20th anniversary. Tales of the Jedi will be streaming. So that's going to be pretty big.
It's going to be important.
And the Bad Batch Season 2 will also be streaming.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're going to show something at that Mando screening that they're like, yeah, we can't show the general public that yet.
Yeah. There's definitely going to be some secret, like if it's not streaming, they're most likely going to be showing secret content, for the people that are there,
right?
Which is pretty cool. That'd be awesome. Exclusive, insight is really awesome. You feel like you're kind of inside the making. But and also I'm sure plenty of your favorite podcasters and YouTubers are going to be doing live streams as well. So, check in with some of your guys, because they're going to be showing you some of the stuff that StarWars.com won't be, just what it's like being on the floor. And I'm hoping to interview some droids. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to find some of the droid builders. I interviewed Chopper twice, in Orlando and in Chicago, which was really fun. Those droid builder guys are awesome.
Chopper's on the move, isn't he?
Oh yeah. He's great. He's got an attitude too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have some classes there that are geared towards kids Keith's age. The STEAM classes, right?
They have a lightsaber wielding class as well. The lightsaber guilds.
So that's
a whole thing on that, how to learn how to use your lightsaber and stuff like that, which is really cool. So there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, you so much to do, you can't do it all, but you can certainly try.
This is big. So yes, you're right. I mean, it's a lot to do. So we're not going to try to do everything and pace ourselves and make sure that we eat,
Yes.
Eat.
I
and
might
stay
not.
hydrated. Yeah. Well, yes, you have to eat. Yes.
Yeah. You gotta.
I'm planning on having like a couple Cliff bars with me just in case.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm packing like giant bags of Skittles.
Yeah.
My pockets are gonna be. My pockets are gonna be loaded with Skittles. In case you haven't figured it out, I love Skittles.
Yeah, that's a lot of sugar. Okay. All right.
It's gonna be a good sugar high for that whole convention.
I've never had a sugar rush before.
Okay.
No?
Well, I don't know about that. No.
Yes, you do.
Okay. All right. It depends on how many Skittles you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like 4.
4 bags of Skittles?
4 bags.
Pocket.
All right. This is gonna go well.
Yeah. A good time.
Guys, Dan, Chris, this is fantastic. So we thank you so much. This is a lot of good information. We are so looking forward to Celebration. Where can people find you?
Maybe 6.
Chris?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram under just my name, Chris Ryons, and on Facebook as well. And of course, on YouTube, we've got Broaxium with our quick shot of Star Wars comic previews, our shooting the poodoo that Keith definitely shouldn't be watching.
I don't.
The Star Bros podcast, which you definitely should listen to. That is
great.
Star Wars, easy listening Star Wars. I love Ben and Jan. Those guys are great. I love their conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, they interviewed us.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Yeah, Ben and Jan are great guys. You can find me at Stay on Target 42. Pretty much that's like my tag for all of my social media stuff. So there's that. And then obviously Sunday nights at 9 for Shooting the Poodoo. And I mean, that's what we got going on right now. Every Wednesdays, check out our quick shots of Broaxium as well. Broaxium YouTube is where it's all found. So check us out.
Well, now we're on Tuesdays with the quick shots.
Oh, Tuesday. That's right.
We bumped it up. We bumped it the day up. Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yep. We changed to Tuesdays.
Right. Thank you so much. Thanks again. So that's Dan Miller and Chris Ryons of Broaxium. All right, Keith, where can people find us?
Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, Amazon Music, Audible, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Okay. All right. We're also on YouTube.
Yes.
All right. Please subscribe if you have not done so already.
And leave us a review as well. It really helps. And if you have any ideas for future podcast episodes, let us know.
Okay.
And check out our website and our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. Nice. All at Fandom Galaxy.
Wonderful. Okay. Nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Website's fandomgalaxy.com.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you at Celebration.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
All right. So then, everyone, until next time, please take care, and we will see you again.
Bye, everybody.